What's up, good people? I hope you're doing extremely well. And if not, I hope that we can change that in the coming moments. And today I wanted to talk about something that I think is really important, and that is how to improve health and finances together. How do we improve our health and our finances together? Now, I think this is a topic that comes up a lot as people are really changing how they're doing things in life and becoming better at something, or becoming better at their health or their finances. And they start to see that the time investment that it takes to do one or the other really is eating away at one or the other. Like if you are improving your health, it may start to cost you a lot of money because you're, spending money to do those things that are health oriented, or vice versa. If you are improving your financial situation and you're spending a lot of time in that mental space, your health may start to deteriorate because you're not keeping up with the focus that it takes to really have an impact on your health in a positive way. So I want to talk about how we can really start to work to improve both of these things together, because the funny thing is that one does lead to the other, and health is wealth in a lot of ways. If you are healthy, if you are in good health, you are at a place to do all of the other things that may be required to building wealth in a lot of ways, because you are in a position to be maybe in the right frame of mind or have physical ability to complete a lot of the tasks that are associated with prosperity and just making money and those things. So the thing you want to really focus on first, I think, is your health. Your health is the most important thing. I think if you are, trying to weigh which of these things are more important, your finances or your money or your health, I would say, and I think a lot of people would agree that your health is by far the most important thing, because without your health, there is no you. You can be, well off, you can be of financial means and be bedridden and not be able to enjoy any of the money that you make if you're not in good health. So I think starting with health is a good place to start when you start to understand how you can do these things together and really put in perspective what your health goals are. What are your health goals? Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to, become more fit? Are you trying to build strength? Trying to curb disease? What things are you interested in terms of your health? And really understanding those things will really start to shape how you can enter a mindset of getting not only those things done, but building your finances and your wealth as well. Let me explain what I mean by that. If you are in a good mental space because of your health, because you are taking those steps every day, you are, you have a regimen that works for you from a health perspective, and you are in good health, you can start making better decisions in terms of your finances. And this is not fictitious. This is proven. I have seen this in my life. I've seen it in other people's lives. When you start to focus on not just your surface health, but just your overall health in terms of your physical health, your mental health, and all those things, when you really, spend some time in those areas and really start to understand how those areas have an impact in your life, they also lead you to a space where you can think productively about your finances and everything else that goes along with building wealth and all of those things. So I think starting with your health is a good thing, but while you're doing that, really connecting the dots between how do I get all of these things done and keep money in my pocket? I think that's a really important caveat to think about, and it revolves a lot around how you budget your money. It revolves a lot around what you believe about money in terms of how much it costs to be healthy. Because a lot of times I think we jump on, whatever fads, whatever things that are surface oriented in terms of our health. We jump on all of these fads and things that really cost us a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of resources. and don't really yield us results in terms of bettering our health, and they just start to take money away from us. So I think you have to really understand your nutrition and understand what really makes you healthy. Not everybody healthy, but what makes you healthy. What puts you in the right frame of mind, in the right mood, the right physicality, all of those things. What creates that environment for you? What creates that ecosystem for you? And it's funny, it's different for a lot of reasons. It's different for most people. Like, some people can get away with just, hey, if I drink water every day and I make sure I have a high protein lunch and I don't have too many carbs, I'm good, I'm set. And some people need more physical activity. Some people need to, work out, more times a week. And some people need a high calorie diet. It really all depends on you, the person, and what you are trying to achieve and what is your end goal. What works for you? And you have to recognize that first. So I think that's really the first work to do. That's the first building block work that you need to do as a person, is understand what works for me. What am I after? What is, my end goal, and how do I achieve that for me? Not what I see someone else do. Not building on all of these ideals in my head of what it's supposed to look like through someone else, because I think that is the danger in, the dangers that we face a lot of times, especially in, social media driven world that we're in right now. We face the danger of always looking outward to try to get a picture of what we should be doing inward. And I think it really needs to be the opposite. I think you have to start inward and really understand, what's going on inside of my own ecosystem. Do I need more calcium? Do I need more citrus? Do I need, more fiber? What are those things that are going to change and curve the negative things that are happening within my body and create more positive things happening within my body and within, my mental state and all of those things? And, it's not something that you can snap a finger and it just happens. And I think that's one of the things that we do have to understand, is that a lot of times we want a magic bullet, fast, get me there right now solution for things that, I'm just going to be honest, it's not going to happen that way most of the times. Most of the times you're going to have to do some things, trial and error, and figure some things out. But the silver lining to that is that when you do those things, when you do the work and figure out what's actually happening with you, not based on what's happening with someone else, but really what's happening with you, it's magic. It's so much magic there, because then you can make change really quickly. For example, someone that knows what works for them, like for instance, someone that may work out and they know that's something that works for them. Even if they get off track in that and something happens, they may have an off week or an off month or something where they can't do the workout regimen that they normally do. Later on down the line, they'll recognize that and they can quickly get back to, a state of being where they need and want to be, because they understand and they recognize what's happening within their ecosystem. And that's the first and most important thing to do, I think. Really figure out what's happening inside of your own ecosystem and start to make steps according to that, and not what you're seeing outwardly that's happening with someone else or something someone else is telling you to do. And not saying that, those things don't work sometimes for, multiple people, because yes, you can find a specific, trend or faddish thing that works for a lot of people, because all of those people that it's working for, their ecosystems or their makeup works for that particular thing. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you. So find out what that thing is, find out what those core baseline things are for you, and always pursue those things that way. Now, along with that, in keeping with the idea of building wealth and health together, You have to really pay attention to what the cost is to you. And I think that is the big kicker when it comes to building health and wealth. You have to know what the cost is, and you take into consideration of whether that cost is going to be too high in terms of where it's going to put you financially, in terms of where it's going to put you with your mental health, because a lot of times stress about money can turn your whole mental health situation around, and in turn your physical health situation around and go in the wrong direction. So you want to be conscious of what things are costing you, and really, get a sweet spot of cost versus reward in terms of your health and your finances. And it may take giving up some things that you don't need. And that's a great next step to really define those things in your life that you don't need and don't want, in your life, and just cut those things out and put the things back that feed into what we just talked about in terms of your ecosystem and your health understanding and your financial understanding. Put those things back that work towards that, because the more you broaden your understanding of those things, the closer you will be to reaching your goals of building your health and your wealth together. I hope this has been extremely helpful for someone. And until we talk again, I wish you health, wealth, and freedom.